We're upstairs, having done a band in the boardroom, I think for the second time, with Joe Mcelderry. How are you?
I'm very well, how are you?
Yeah, nice to see you again.
Last time I did one of them was like the first debut album.
That's a while ago.
That was quite a long time ago.
Not that long ago, but yeah, a lot's happened since then, yeah.
Fourth album now.
Because I think you're the first person from X Factor to get to 4 albums.
So I've been told. I'm the only person that's lasted. God, that must be a testament.
That's good though, isn't it? That's good. So the new album is out, what, September the 10th?
September the 10th, yeah. The single's available now to download, digital download. It's really exciting actually, because first time I've done songwriting on this one. I've written the first single, and I've been working on it since ages, even though I haven't really. But I've been working very hard.
We're going to play the single in a minute, and an acoustic cover as well you've done of Katy Perry for us, which is a nice little choice. And it's hard to believe it, you're still, only just 21?
Yeah, I was 21 on the 16th of June.
So how did you celebrate that little landmark?
I was back up at home actually. I had just finished recording. I went home and I had a big night out, Geordie style. Had a big party at my house with all my family and friends, and then me and a group of friends hired a big place out in Newcastle and went a bit crazy. It's good fun.
Excellent. But is this kind of the album you've always wanted to make since obviously X Factor? The first one was a bit kind of dancey, wasn't it? And there was a classical one, Christmas one, and now this is kind of...
I feel like this is my sound, and this is what people know me for the most. I think this is kind of similar to what I did on X Factor, but with more experience, with original material, and obviously a lot more modern, because I took on some old songs on X Factor. And I feel like I've really found my sound and the direction I want to go in with this one, and that just came really naturally by going into the studio and starting to write, and it all kind of just, I found a song that I really liked and that I'd worked on, and then we kind of fitted everything around that and built it together from there. So it all came really naturally, and it was fun. It was really, really fun, and it was the most time I've ever had to enjoy recording, because the first one I didn't really have a clue what I was doing. I was so inexperienced, and the last two I did, I was so busy on tour, I literally recorded them in like a week apart from each other. So it was the one where I could really test things out, try my vocals out without having to go in and get a vocal done within like 3 hours.
And there's some covers on there though. You mentioned some old songs. There's Leo Sayer on there, Rod Stewart on there, Queen on there as well, Gene Pitney. I wanted to pick some, because I'd done the original material, I wanted to do a few odd covers to put on there to fill the album, and I wanted to pick songs that people wouldn't expect me to sing, and the versions that I did would be so different from the original that it wouldn't even seem like a cover, but people would know the song. So we were really conscious of, I sat down for hours and hours and hours choosing songs, looking at them, trawling through iTunes, old chart positions, like looking at what people seem to enjoy, and what's kind of done well from then. And that's how we kind of picked those ones. So I'm glad I've got them included on the album. And then we've got I think 4 other originals from the ones that I've written as well, that were written by other people. So there's a real mix of all different stuff. Let's play the single, and we'll talk again in a minute. And this has a feeling to me, the first time I heard it, of kind of an X Factor winners tune. It sounds
somebody else said that as well.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, they always seem to chart well, so
I'm sure it'll do. Do you want to introduce it? We'll play.
This is my new single, Here's What I Believe.
It's a new song from Joe Mcelderry. I mentioned X Factor winner song. It does have that kind of sound. That's a good thing for me.
Yeah, but I think what I wanted to do is it's a song about like a relationship breaking up, but I kind of wanted to put a bit of a positive twist on it and make it like a feel good one, similar to the Katy Perry Part of Me song, where it's kind of like a breakup song, but it's that was the kind of idea I was heading for. So yeah, if it feels good, then that's the aim.
But I think your song and maybe the Shane Ward one were maybe the 2 best ones they've ever been, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you very much.
That's going back a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going back a bit, but thank you.
So obviously I have to ask you about the new series, which is obviously back on again. It's 3 years since you were on there now?
Yeah, 3 years.
Wow.
It's flew by, to be honest. It's gone. There's times when I think, God, that was ages ago, but at the minute, I can't believe how fast 3 years of my life have gone. And I'm starting to actually panic about how I'm going to make the next 10 interesting after what's happened these past 3 years.
You've packed a heck of a lot into those 3 years, haven't you?
It's mad. I mean, I've literally never stopped since I won. It's been great. It's been a lot of fun, but it is tiring at times.
Who are you still in touch with from the show then?
Speak to Cheryl. Yeah. I see Ollie now and again. Stacey. Jedward I bump into every now and again at a random event. And that's pretty much round about who I speak to now. Rachel Adedeji, who was on my series, I see now and again. But other than that, really, I seen Lloyd a couple of weeks ago. Actually, I've seen quite a few. But yeah,
all these names just come flooding back though. You kind of forget about them, and then you suddenly mention their names.
We try and catch up a lot when we can, but it's difficult because everybody's all over the place, and everybody's doing different things and in different parts of the country. But we live together for
Jedward at 21, I think.
God,
next month, I think. So you might be getting an invite to that.
I wouldn't even like to think what that party's going to be like.
You're doing the Great North Run, aren't you, this year?
I am.
Is that the first time? I thought you'd done it before.
This is the third year now.
Right, I thought you'd done it before.
Third year, but I've been training since January, so I should be all right. I'm hoping. And I'm running it for Teenage Cancer Trust anyways, so no matter what time, as long as I raise money, I'm pretty okay.
Absolutely. And there's a song on the album where you sing in Italian, yeah?
Yes.
How difficult is that?
Well, I kind of thought, because I'd done the classic album and I'd sang in Italian, I thought, why not find an Italian pop song? So it's not actually classical, but it's sang in Italian. It just sounds really epic and quite, I don't know, it's just got a really... I can't even explain what it sounds like, but it's a very Italian-y, big orchestra, everything, kind of classical but not classical, and it's very poppy vocals. There's loads of little trills in there, so I'm looking forward to people hearing that. And it's about being in love with I don't know, it's just got a really... I can't even explain what it sounds like, but it's a very Italian-y, big orchestra, everything, kind of classical but not classical, and it's very poppy vocals. There's loads of little trills in there, so I'm looking forward to people hearing that. And it's about being in love with somebody, and everywhere you go you can't stop thinking about how to do it now. It takes a lot. Newcastle and London on the 18th and 20th of September, and that's to kind of kick off the album being released, and that's the first time people are going to be able to hear the whole album. So if people want to come, you can get tickets on my website, and then the plan is at the minute that the tour is going to be next year, starting next year, January, February time.
So you're going to sing the Italian one at the concert?
Wow, yeah, I have to.
So, Joe, we're going to play the Katy Perry cover.
Yes.
It's nice to see you again.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
And good luck with the album.
Thank you.
And introduce your Katy Perry cover.
This is my acoustic cover of Katy Perry's Part of Me. I hope you enjoy it. Drive away, pack my bags and watch your shadow fade. You're shooting me up and spitting me out like I was poison in your mouth. I fell deep, you let me down, but that was then and this is now. Now look at me, this is the part of me that you're never gonna ever take away from me. No, this is the part of me that you're never gonna ever take away from me. No, throw your sticks and your stones, feel your bombs and your blows, you're not gonna break my soul. This is the part of me that you're never gonna ever take away from me. Hey, I just wanna throw my phone away, yeah. Find out who is really there for me. You ripped me off, your love was cheap, was always tearing at the seams. I fell deep, you let me down, but that was then and this is now. Now look at me, this is the part of me you're never gonna ever take away from me. No, this is the part of me, yeah. Throw your sticks and your stones, your bombs and your blows, you're not gonna break my soul. This is the part of me, yeah. Now look at me, I'm sparkling, a firework, a dancing flame. You won't ever put me down again, I'm glowing, oh, oh. But you can keep the diamond ring, it don't mean nothing anyway. And You're never gonna ever take away from me. No, this is the part of me, yeah. Throw your sticks and your stones, your bombs and your blowings, you're not gonna break my soul. This is the part of me you're never gonna ever take away from me. No.
Joe Mcelderry, Band in the Boardroom style, doing Part of Me by Katy Perry. Great to have him, thank you, on the show tonight. His brand new album is out this coming Monday, September the 10th.